Hey guys, Chris here with another historic brawl video. Today we're going to be playing a rat deck. And the reason we're playing this rat deck is not because it's very good, not because it's very interesting. It's because I wasted a couple of rare wild cards on rats. I don't know, this was like 2 or 3 a.m. a couple of days ago, sitting in my room, wanting to play some brawl, thinking to myself, what commander have I not played? And this rat guy, I saw him. It's like, I'm crafting that. And then I realized I had none of the other rat payoffs. So I just ended up crafting like 3 or 4 rat rares. And at the end of it, I was like, weren't you saving your rare wild cards or something? And then, you know what? I had a bunch of rats. And I'm like, this is it. This must have been what I was saving for. Rats. I didn't spend all of them, luckily. Only spent 2 or 3, maybe 4. And now we have some rats, and that's all cool. And we have a Marrow Jumpstart Historic Horizons. You're guaranteed a copy of every card. So, in theory, you shouldn't actually have to craft any of the commanders from that set, which is really cool. I did it anyways, for some reason, because I thought, you know what? Rats. Who doesn't love rats? Look at them. Wouldn't this be a welcome addition to your bedside? I know it would be a welcome addition to my bedside. Rats. Will they trade a sliver for one of our rats? They will not trade a sliver for one of our rats. Marrow is really cool. I had a game. I had several games with this deck. I did not win any of them, but I did have several games with this deck. And one of the things I learned is that Marrow plus Yawgmoth is a pretty powerful combination. Like, he makes creatures. You use Yawgmoth to sacrifice those creatures to wrath away your opponent's board. It's a very good deal. Unfortunately for our opponent, they're just going to get ratted. We have dealt 10 damage with rats. Our opponent has conceded. This is a first for the rat deck. So, those of you who are not as familiar with some of the amazing rats we have here on MTGA, one of them is called Rat Colony. And Rat Colony says you're allowed to have as many copies of Rat Colony in your deck as you want. And a lot of you may be thinking, this is Historic Brawl. You're supposed to only have 1 copy of each card in your deck. Well, Magic has a thing where what the card says goes. So it doesn't matter that we're restricted to only having 1 Rat Colony in our deck. Because of Rat Colony's text, we're allowed to have more than 1. Which means we have like 30 rats in our deck. All thanks to Rat Colony. Which is, despite all appearances, one of the best rats. I also put in some support pieces like Village Rites, Gilded Lotus. I have some big payoffs that I want to cast in the deck. I don't remember what they are. They're not rats, so they weren't relevant in my thought-making process for this deck. Hey, look, there's a Mind Stone. Opponent is Evil Monkey. One of the side effects of playing rats is thinking you can cast things that you can't cast. So our rat colony is there. We've got a Doubting Dagger. As I mentioned, I have a bunch of big things in the deck that I'd like to cast. Because I thought, Rat Colony, it's a deck with a lot of black mana pips in it. We're going to be playing a lot of swamps. Why don't we go for that big Devotion mana and Cabal Stronghold mana? And I thought, yeah, that could work. We don't have Yawgmoth to make everything everything is swamp, but I don't think that would work anyways, because I'm pretty sure Cabal Stronghold only counts basic swamps. Magda's coming down. Magda's getting equipped, I assume. And then Magda will attack, creating a treasure. Red mana dorks, I never thought I'd see the day. So we're gonna go Cold Steel Heart on black. Whip up our rat. Swing in for 4. Nothing can beat that reckless power. He is a swole rat. How you stop that? You just can't really. I know Historic Brawl is something that people like seeing, so I'm glad to bring it back every now and then when I get a chance to come up with a new and fun deck idea. We've played a lot of the degenerate decks in the format. Like we've played Golos, we've played Winota, we've played Omnath. These dwarfs generating mana. I thought you guys were about land destruction. What happened to you? Now they generate lands that destroy themselves. So Marrow Gnawer comes down? That's right, boys. We just paid 5 mana for a 2/3. But our boy has fear. That means Dousing Dagger flips. Transform. And now, the world is our oyster. I know. You are marveling at the supreme power that we have demonstrated to you. Add 3 mana of any one color. Those will be black, because we don't have any other colors. It's rare to flip a Dowsing Dagger in Historic Brawl, because you're always giving your opponent the plants, so they're always going to have something to block with you. But Fear is a good way to get that done. Definitely better than Menace. Oh, but say Ikoria had some Menace support cards, didn't it? Might be a historic deck around that. Brawl deck around that. Could be. Terror of the Peaks. Why'd it gotta be Terror of the Peaks? So we take all of the damage. Why didn't I block Magda? That dwarf just intimidated me out of a free block. Ooh, things are looking south. But you know what? Got rats. Yeah. Alright, that seems a bit ambitious. So we're gonna trade 5 mana for 3 here? Yeah, why not? I can sacrifice my 1/3 to create a 1/1. That's cool. I mean, I looked at this card and I thought, wow, that's cool. There's gotta be something rat related that we can do with this. But But no, there's just nothing rat related I can do with this. The problem is that this here, this is the best rat in Historic. I say that Pack Rat is infinitely better, and we have Pack Rat in the deck, but this is the second best rat in Historic. It's not good. I mean, he's getting pumped from the fact that Marinar is a rat, which is kind of cool. A lot of the times these gimmicky cards, they only pump for each other, which kind of sucks, but yeah, we're dead. Bad things happened. Gonna go one more. I haven't shown you the power of the rats. Our one victory was an accident. It was a fluke. There weren't any rats to be heard of, you know? Rat. Revel Enrich is actually kind of good in the rat deck. I played with this before in a match. I have been impressed. That was the match I was playing with Yawgmoth and Marinar on the field. So you could basically sacrifice a bunch of rats to get -1/-1 counters on everything, and then discard your hand to proliferate them all down. And you get a bunch of treasures. Really fun. Probably not the most powerful thing you can be doing, but... Is this the same opponent that we were playing against with the first liver last time? I don't remember. I was so focused on rats that I didn't bother learning anybody's name today. Which is... I mean, you know... I can't be expected to learn everybody's name. Come back when you have rats. Resolve. Let's see. Faceless Agent. He's a sliver. Alright. Turn 4, we have 20 power. I can't say this is not peak rat perfection. Could have played on a sliver. You probably should. Yeah. Oh my god. This is ridiculous. A best rat in Historic. So, it may look like we're doing fine, but we're not doing fine. I think if they just attack in here, we lose. Having 1 toughness against double strike is really bad. Little misunderstanding there. Hey, if you're gonna attack in for 16, I'll take it. Why? 'Cause I don't got anything better to do. Actually. Goodbye, Bajuka Bog. Behold the power of the rats! I have a 12/12. Thank God there is no sliver. that gives trample at the moment. We're dead. Flying in haste, not trample, just as good in this circumstance. We had fear. Could have gotten 13 damage last turn. Yeah, we're super dead. Oh, I see. We can block that poor little human. We die before it becomes relevant, but that poor humble naturalist. He was attacking on the ground. He was a brave man. He died for the Sliver Horde, and you know what? I will not forget him. His sacrifice was not in vain. So I'd like to thank you all so much for watching. Remember to like, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment if you're feeling up to it. Bye for now.